So we need some strength then, right? Because it says it's time to birth the undiscovered treasures, right? But we haven't had the strength to do it. We've been weak. We haven't been able to discipline ourselves and be consistent, right? Or to let go of some things, right? So let's go over 3 chapters. Three is it 3 chapters? Yeah, 3 chapters. And Isaiah 40, verse 29, it says, look, he giveth power to the faint, to them that are tempted to give up, and to them that have no might, he increases strength. Even the youths shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall, meaning it's possible for every level of person to quit. It says, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. It says, they shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. No more weakness. They shall walk and not faint. But the first part of that says they that wait upon the Lord. So when you go to go out to eat today, you'll get a waiter. The waiter's doing what? Serving you. So they that serve the Lord, they're going to renew their strength. Getting involved in God's stuff. Not just a check off. You can't just do the check off thing. You know, I went to church, check. Went to Bible study, check. Okay, are you participating? Are you involved? You talking about it today, right? Getting involved in God's stuff. What happens is you start to build strength. Because you can't, what you sow into, you draw from. So when you sow into God's kingdom, you draw power to birth what God has purposed you to do. Does that make sense? That ain't mess y'all up a little bit. All right, last thing here is Ezekiel. Spending some time in the Old Testament. Ezekiel 37. And we'll end here. I have a lot more stuff, but we'll end here because I know y'all got other stuff that you want to get done, you know, football and stuff like that. I know y'all want. I'm not rushing out here for football because I tape the games. I was in my study for like 8-9 hours yesterday, but I watched the games. I taped them and fast forward to commercials. Some good games yesterday, wasn't it, guys? Get to the point. I ain't trying to hear about football. Okay, I'm getting there. All right, so Ezekiel 37. This is now we talked about people creating dry bones, stealing life as opposed to giving life. And this is the vision of dry bones. It says, and the hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley, which is full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? Can these treasures be resurrected? Can these dreams come back alive? Right? He says, and I answer, oh God, thou knowest. I mean, you God, why are you asking me? And again he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones. So speak, this is what's happening today, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and you shall live. And I will lay sinew upon you and flesh, muscle and flesh, basically. And will bring up flesh upon you and cover you with skin and put breath in you, and you shall live, and you shall know I am the Lord. So I prophesied as I was commanded. And as I prophesied, there was a noise. Ooh, there was a stirring on the inside. Look. And behold, a shaking. And the bones came together. Bone to his bone. Look. We're just going to get into it next week. But it says bone to his bone. I remember in Genesis 2:23, after God gave him woman, he said, this is bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. So even marriages will come together. The undiscovered treasure. Oh, marriage is a treasure. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, I've been married 20 years. It's a treasure. It's like, it's the greatest thing ever. It really is. You better ask somebody. Don't y'all think it's the greatest thing ever? They just got married. They know it's the greatest thing ever. Don't you think it's the greatest thing ever? You better say it a little louder. Your wife back there. All right, so, all right. It says, the bone. And it says, and when I beheld, lo, it says, the sinews and the flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. So they got to the point where now the dream is at a point where it needs to be birthed and is existent. It says, then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind. Prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord God, come from the four winds, O breath, breathe upon these slain that they may live. So I prophesied, and as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived. The Spirit of the Lord came into them, and they lived, and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army. Then he said unto me, son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dry, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our part. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord God, your graves, I will open your graves. And this graves is referring to, you've been in strange places around foreign people, and he's releasing them. That's another representative for graves. O my people, and brought you up out of your graves. I shall put my spirit in you, and you shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. And when you see the word land in the Old Testament, it's representing life or purpose. So I will place you in your own life, in your own purpose. Then shall ye know that I, the Lord, have spoken it and performed it, saith the Lord. See, so